today's episode, it's going to be based on tarps. It's going to be a bit of a tarp talk, what tarps I use, how I set them up, and hopefully some knots that will help you along the way. So the two main tarps I use, I've got a DD 3x3 in green and a DD XL 4x4 in camo. The 3x3 weighs just under 800 grams and the 4x4 weighs just over 1.25 kilos, so it's a big difference, and you can see there's a big pack size difference as well if you're trying to reduce weight. To be honest, the 3x3 is normally my go-to tarp unless I'm expecting a lot of rain and I'm going to need a lot of cover, possibly more protection from side wind. Then I'll go for the 4x4. Then I'd usually step up to the bigger pack, the LK70 rather than the 35. The 3x3 is around £62 if I'm right. Nope, tell a lie. The 3x3 comes in at 37 quid and the 4x4 at £62. So that's straight from DD website. Now I'm going to show you how I set up my ridgeline. One thing a lot of people struggle with is an easy tarp setup, and I find this way is dead easy. I'll show you how it works. It saves you a lot of time, a lot of messing around. You don't have to drag your tarp on the floor. You know where all your points are. So I'll show you how it works. Along with my tarp, I've got my ridgeline and my guide ropes all packed away. The way I've packed it away is the first thing I get hold of is my ridgeline. So I'll show you how we do that. At one end of the ridgeline, I always have a loop. This makes it dead easy. Get yourself a small stick around the tree, pull your line through slightly and pop your stick in, then just cinch down. And that will stay there. It's not going to drop off the tree while you're sorting out the rest of your line or your tarp. As you can see, my tarp's still fully packed away. It's not getting covered in sticks, twigs, getting any holes in it. Now this next one, a little bit more tricky, but practice it a couple of times and you'll get it bang on every time. Bring your ridgeline up, round the tree once, pull it tight, come over your ridgeline and back under. Now that's what makes the ridgeline tight. Back round the tree. Then what you want to do is create a loop over your ridgeline and pass your tail through. Not all the way, just a little bit, as if you're doing up your shoelaces. You should have a loop like that. Then what you want to do is the same again. So you've got another loop, and that's where your stick goes. So that can't loosen off. Then again, when it comes time to packing up, all you do, pull your stick out, pull your line, and it's done. Pressic knots, guys, also known as fist knots. Length of paracord. Just tie a knot in one end so you've got a big loop. And all you need to do is put it against your ridgeline, bring it over, and over again, through itself. You can see why it's also called a fist knot. Looks like your knuckles. There you go. And all you need to do. I've always got my tarp attached already on the ridge line to the centre fitting. That means I can move it about how I want. It comes out the bag nice and central. I've already got my guide ropes attached up. It's nice and simple. All you need to do is pull. Or if that's not easy enough, just get a hold, walk away with it. Just find yourself a small stick. The loop you want to connect to your ridge line. Pass your pressing knot through and a stick through the pressing knot. Once you've got your tie off point, I'll show you a handy knot. I struggled for months and months not knowing what knot to do on my tie off point. I'd used to just do granny knots, whip it round and round, and it was never really good enough. You've probably seen Joe do one of these. He's got a saying, 2 on the inside, 1 on the outside. So create your first loop, and you want to go once, twice, then create a second loop and go once. Here we go, guys. No ducking, no diving. All nice at head height, got plenty of headroom. Gives me plenty of room to set my hammock up and store my gear underneath. If you're wondering about the hanks of paracord that are easy pull, let me show you how to do it. Just get one end of your paracord, cross your palm like that, and we're going to create a figure of 8. Leave a bit of a tail so you've got something to wrap round. Just tuck it in on itself. Pull it tight. There you go. Once again, just easy pull. Now I don't always have my tarp set up like this. 9 times out of 10 I actually have a diamond configuration. Let me show you how easy it is to switch between the two. Pop your stick out of one pressing knot and the other. This is why I keep the centre attached to the ridge line all the time. Now all you need to do is the corners where you've got your ridge line, just do the same as before. sure you get the right corners. As you can see, there's a lot more room under here. I find this better because if it is raining, you've got a good space in front of your hammock or your sleep system to sit out the rain. Now I'm going to show you what I find the easiest way to pack away a tarp. And one thing that's always tempting is to get all four corners, all four hanks of paracord and stuff them into the bag first. I'm going to show you exactly why I don't do that. It makes your life a lot harder. As you can see now, you've got a big pocket of air to contend with, and it's not that easy trying to reduce that down whilst holding the bag in the air. I find the easiest thing to do is to get 2 of your knots and start from one end. Now you've got your centre in, no big bag of air, start stuffing the other side in. Easy. Stick out. And first stick out. As you can see guys, the 4x4 makes a huge difference. So much space under there and you'd have no problems keeping dry in a thunderstorm.